giving you exposure. Clearly you ain't got fucking closure. I'ma shit on you bitches, then I'ma own ya. But I'm back on my bullshit. It's not like I really gotta prove shit. I'm flipping paper like I move shit. So watch how I do this, I'm back on my bullshit. Glowed up, contour, lash. Look how my fit hugs my curves and my ass. I can't help I define swag. It's like that, I'm on my bullshit. Someone's gonna hate on me though. I keep it 200 so don't pass go. So who's gonna cash me on this flow there? It's like that. F this, it's time I address this. How many times I have to stress this? I'm the bestest. Someone's always gotta come around just to test this. So check this, you're gonna have to make a deal with the devil just to get close to my level. Until then, I'll keep you salty like a pretzel, and you can keep praying I'll be unsuccessful. I love my haters, straight motivation. Y'all thought I was on vacation. Hard labor, you can check the tracing. Got you motherfuckers back and forth pacing. Queen Minx is in the building, aiming for at least a million, trillion, zillion.
We're gonna be started in 1 minute, guys.
Cause I'm about to do this shit right. But I'm back on my bullshit. It's not like I really gotta prove shit. I'm flipping paper like I move shit. So watch how I do this, I'm back on my bullshit. Glowed up, contour, lash. Look how my fit hugs my curves and my ass. I can't help I define swag. It's like that, I'm on my bullshit. Someone's gonna hate on me though. I keep it 200 so don't pass go. So who's gonna cash me on this flow there? It's like that.
Good evening. I apologize for the delay. Apparently, some people still think that it is the 4th, but that's cool. So good evening. It is everyone's favorite Minx. I am live on www.minxradio.com, and I was supposed to be on at 10 o'clock, but unfortunately, like I said, you had your ignoramuses who still think it's 4th of July, and they're just not being fair to the people that are on this here blizzard. So it's all good and dandy. I see everybody that is tuning in from all around. Just want to make sure. What's up, Yayo Pills? All right, so I got a couple of things I want to talk about. There's a couple of things I got to get off of my chest because I'm feeling some kind of way. First thing I want to say, shout out to everybody that celebrated the 4th of July. I know that's a taboo subject around these woke parts. Um, However, I celebrate 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? And, it just aggravates me so much about all the people that decided to wake up and, they woke and, they know, uh, what's up, McCole? Um, they woke and if you don't conform to the new woke people, it's like people think that, we knew Juneteenth, you know, we knew Juneteenth. Hold on. I hate when that shit happens. We knew what Juneteenth was, and I'm sorry. I'm not really going to conform to the new woke people who decided that they wanted to join the club. No. This is a tradition. And my family tradition is to get together and celebrate and enjoy life and pretty much just eat. We don't get into the crazy politics behind what the 4th of July is. That's just not our thing. So, those of you who feel some kind of way about me celebrating it, that's perfectly fine. I was not plugged into the Matrix. I was not plugged into the Matrix while I was with my family because you know how it is. You spend time with your family, and I hate people that still feel the need to be on their devices. And I'm a type of person, I was not responding to any of the foolery that was going on. So I was observant, and I did see what was being discussed. And we had a lot of topics. Actually, I had to bring my book, and write down exactly the things that I wanted to talk about today, just to eliminate one of the things that somebody actually wrote as a comment. They said what they wanted to do was every time I said they wanted to take a shot. And I was like, look, I'm going to calm down with the ums. I'm trying my best to calm down with the ums. So, those of you that want to play your little, drinking games and stuff, to the amount of times that I say I'm gonna say and let me know about the hangover the next day. Okay, so we have music, we have a lot of submissions that were. Thank you, Real Lyrics. Thank you so much. Real Lyrics just wrote on Facebook. Congrats for you in the magazine. Yes, you can. Genuine, you could send me something. Um, oh, there we go. I said I did want to start the show with the first song that was submitted, because this was a dope song that was sent to me, and we just want to get this out of the way. And we had so many submissions. I think there was over 173, and I was just very surprised that, I guess, whatever it was that I said on a live that I did on Periscope, people have now been coming forward and saying, Minx, you're absolutely right. We're going to talk about that. So, the first artist that I'm actually going to play tonight is an artist that actually I interviewed. I interviewed her. I think it was back in this, like, November, December, around circa, that time. And hold on, let me just end this. Okay. So it's like her name at the time, because she has rebranded, and this happens a lot with artists that they just want to get a new image going, or whatever the case may be. And this was an artist. I'm using the Little Prince adage because it's actually the same type of thing. I went live on the wrong page, actually. That was kind of strange. There we go. Okay. So the first artist that I have is it's an artist formerly known as Quintessence. Quintessence was actually a guest on the show. She was actually our first interview that we had, and she sent us a song, and she is now going by the name of Brown Skin Quinn. Okay, so she sent me some fire, and we're gonna get this podcast started with some fire, obviously. Let me just get into it. And I was prepared too. I was literally sitting there saying to myself, I wanted to be more prepared. I was listening to Joe Button's podcast, and I was like, damn, that shit is flawless. All right, so we're gonna get Quintessence on. Excuse me, Brown Skin Quinn. See, y'all be changing. Y'all be changing a lot on me. Y'all be changing up on me a lot. But that's okay. That's okay. All right, so here we go. So this song is called, I meant to put the album art though, but that's okay. So I got this song right here. Oh, I see it was also mixed in D Block Studios, but that's okay. All right, so here we go. Opening. As much as I love androids, I also hate them sometimes. But here we go. This is Brown Skin Quinn.
Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. When you see me, bow down and pay homage. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. When you see me, bow down and pay homage. Read a book, bitch. There's more ways to make money than off your looks, bitch. Elevate and educate, don't be a crook, bitch. Don't just learn how to twerk, learn how to cook, bitch. Where's your pride, bitch? Stop getting high, bitch. Learn to be the main woman and not the side, bitch. Learn to face your truth and not live a lie, bitch. Pay attention when I talk, cause you can learn, bitch. We gon' straighten these problems like it's a perm, bitch. I'm strong and stern, bitch. I stand firm, bitch. On my own 2 feet, respect is earned, bitch. I know you like when I talk to you like you my bitch. But here's some honesty for your ass, real talk. I don't like a lot of bitches, bitches don't like me. I tell them, fuck you, fight me. Fight. Too real for you. I don't like a lot of bitches, bitches don't like me. I tell them, fuck you, fight me. Fight. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. When you see me, bow down and pay homage. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. When you see me, bow down and pay homage. There's more than one form of a bitch, not only a lady. A bitch could also be a man who don't take care of his babies. A bitch ain't got no heart, a bitch could drive you crazy. Divine powers like storm, a goddess, you should praise me. Bitch, brain in the books, get your mind out the gutter. Get your bitch ass in class and stay away from them suckers. Word to God, I speak truth. I don't play no games, and I only call you bitch cause I don't know your name. Bitch, when I say strip, I don't mean your clothes. I mean take them shackles off your feet and embrace your pros. Ignore your cons. You better listen up or talk to Satan, bitches. Address me as queen or you could get this pistol whipping. Kiss the ground I walk on or you could end up missing. I'm royalty, spoil me like milk up in your kitchen, bitch. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. When you see me, bow down and pay homage. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. Knowledge is power, power is knowledge. When you see me, bow down and pay homage. I'm a queen.
Shout out to Brown Skin Quinn with Bitch. That song is absolutely dope. And the punchlines was definitely dope. I was really feeling that. Okay, so we're going to get into the first order of business. So for the first order of business, we have, and I wanted to simplify this for everybody because there was a couple of things going on in the news, and I'm a news head, and I wanted to first open up about a debate that I had earlier this week, which was about Lil Nas X. Okay, so we talked about him ever since he dropped, and when he dropped, he, a lot of people were pissed off because, they feel like he should have been upfront about being gay. And especially with Pride Month, Pride Month was last month, and, everybody was so surprised that he came out at the end of the month. I said, was this a marketing thing or was this a real thing? I'm not really judging. I don't care about a person's sexuality, their politics. I'm here for the music. But what aggravates me is the amount of homophobia that is attached to this. And, I just have to say that I come from an era where everything was rumors. Okay. We had a shitload of rumors. And when it came to rumors, there was a lot of banter about homosexuality in hip hop. And, a lot of people, a lot of men, they're not with the times. And when it comes to homosexuality in hip hop, you have these guys saying, does it belong? We're in 2019. Okay. back in the early, let's say, 2000s. Yeah, there was a lot of gay rappers. It just was taboo for them to talk about it, and you had a lot of guys that were the big wigs that, they were doing a lot of different like conspiracy things. This is when YouTube first came out. They were doing a lot of different conspiracy videos about how you had a lot of rappers that were in the closet, and that, they were just using this, using women in the videos and them dancing and doing their thing. They were using that as a cover up of their sexuality. We are more in an era now where it should be a lot more tolerated, in all aspects. I mean, if you are not with the gay shit, okay, okay. Some people are old school. Some people, they just can't get with the new times. Like they just can't. And, you know, for religious reasons, or whatever the case may be. But I just don't understand why people just don't accept people for who they are and what they believe in. If this is something that, if you are a rapper and you are gay, I don't think you should be in the closet. I think you should come forward and be honest with yourself, obviously with your fans. Um, I don't think that it should be a taboo subject anymore. Hip hop, you know, is about messages, and you have gay people that have trials and tribulations, and they deserve to tell their story. If they want to tell their story through hip hop, or whatever what means of being able to get their message out, let it be. But for men to come out and be so disrespectful, I mean, I follow Little Nas X on Twitter, and I do see the horrible things that people do, right? And, to be able to, see that, you're just like, wow, like, he's gay. So effing what? Let him be gay. Let him be gay. I don't think he's coming out to encourage people to, embark on that lifestyle. I think it's a very brave thing to do, to come out and say, I am gay, and the whole world is watching you. The whole world is judging you. Let it be. Okay? Let it be. And this is what today's title is for this episode is Let It Be. Okay? Now, if you have been paying attention, I actually created a long time ago as a backup to the Minx Show. The Minx Show has its own Tumblr page. It's a blog, and if you go to minxradio.com, you will see that a lot of the articles that I see during the week, I do post them because it's music related. You have so many people, including myself, that say that they're so tired of being a part of groups and shit of people that just like to drop links. We don't do the link dropping. So because we don't do the link dropping, um, I pretty much made a specific tab for all articles that I have seen so you guys could read it for yourselves. It's a lot easier that way. So this article, I really believe that it's important for artists to understand. Now, I don't give a shit if you don't like Taylor Swift. I don't care. I don't care. I think that she is an amazing artist. I also think that there's a lot of drama that surrounds her. And it kind of bothers me. The image thing is very important. A lot of people don't care about their image. So here we go with these firecrackers. These mofos still think that it is the 4th of July. But anywho, Taylor Swift. This is a very important article for artists that are songwriters and, you know, don't feed into the bullshit, okay? Just read the facts. So basically, Taylor Swift, when she was 15 years old, she signed a deal, which a lot of us are seeking is a deal. And what happened was, in this article, it says Swift, who is now 29, she signed with Scott Borchetta's record label, Big Machine Label Group, at age 15. left for Universal Music Group late last year, securing the rights to any future master recordings with UMG in the process. Let's repeat that: securing the rights to any future master recordings. Okay. Then there was reports in June 30th that the label had acquired do I fancy myself an expert? I really do sometimes. That's this pop up I just got. Okay, so it says in June 30th that the label was acquired by Brian Ithaca's Holdings, essentially giving him ownership. So it says in a scathing Tumblr post, the pop powerhouse, which is Taylor Swift, detailed her frustration with the situation, explaining that she had been trying to own her own music for years and had been told that she would need to sign a new contract with BMLG that only changed ownership of one of her old albums for each new one that she completed. She says, I walked away because I knew once I signed the contract, Scott Borchetta would sell the label, hereby selling me and my future. I had to make the excruciating choice to leave behind my past. Now, let's not call Taylor Swift stupid. Let's not call her that. Um, we know, and this is why I always say all the time when it comes to doing deals, there are so many artists that signed deals. And when they signed the deal, they lost all the rights to their music. The label owned all of their shit. Look at TLC. If you look at TLC, if you look at who else? I was just talking about her yesterday at my barbecue. Tony Braxton. There you go. Tony Braxton. These are people that got screwed because they were talented. Okay, you're never going to see this. Although I think what's his Blueface, whatever his name is, I really think that he's about to have a huge wake up call when he realizes that all of the money that is being gifted, like there's gifts and stuff that are given to him, he's going to wake up one day and realize that his bag was never secured. Okay. There is no label, no manager, it's just, there is nobody that is going to gift you elaborate gifts just because you a cool dude. And this is why I tell artists all the time, stop chasing a record deal. Okay. Do not chase a record deal. Do not even go after one. It just makes absolutely no sense to even waste your time because they're going to screw you. And if you remain independent and you learn the music business, you may make out, pretty decent. And it's very important that people need to start reading up on these articles that they like to bury so much. Okay, I'm going to get into another article and then I'm going to get into the next song. Okay, so the other article that I was like, wow, this is crazy. Obviously, it's about Spotify. I know you guys are like, Minx, you have something with Spotify. I don't have anything with Spotify. I just think, when something is too good to be true, it usually is. So this was in the Financial Times. And in the Financial Times, this was an article. Oh, don't hit me with this crap. Okay, I will just look at this one because it's a free article. I ain't paying for shit. Okay. This says Spotify shuts down direct music uploads for independent artists. The move caused a lot of outrage on social media. This is how unplugged I was from The Matrix because I totally did not know that Spotify did this. All right, so it says Spotify has changed the way artists can upload music, now prohibiting individual musicians from putting their songs on streaming service directly. So the new move requires a third party to be involved in the business of uploads. Now, my homie Ben, we were going back and forth on, well, we weren't arguing, but we were discussing distribution on Twitter. And we talked about how I said the application level was amazing because you don't have to pay to upload your music, and it's free. And obviously we know nothing on this planet Earth is free. We're not even free. So he replied back to me and he said to me that, oh, well, Level will charge you a crazy tax. Lo and behold, it is true. So shout out to Ben for that info. But let's get into this. It says the company announced the change on Monday, saying it will close the beta program and stop accepting direct uploads by the end of July. These freaking ads. These ads are just like sickening. Let me close this out. Okay. So it says the most impactful way we can improve the experience of delivering music to Spotify for as many artists and labels as possible is to lean into the great work our distribution partners are already doing to serve the artist community, that Spotify said in their blog. Now, third party, I don't have a problem with third parties. My problem is that I really don't trust them because everybody is always looking to dip their hand into the cookie jar. And if they're going to keep dipping their hand into the cookie jar, that means that you're not getting your full cookie. Okay. Why can't we directly upload to Apple and Spotify and all these other places? Tidal. Why do we need a third party? Why? I mean, it just makes no sense to me. You're trying to still take you're trying to take a percentage of nothing, at that point to me, because I've seen my royalties and I've seen my distribution checks, which I received a few this week. And I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. Where the hell is all this money going? Okay. Because I was like, this is barely, with the amount of streams that I've gotten, it doesn't break even for me. But we're going to figure that out. We're definitely going to figure it out. So back to the article, it says the best way for us to serve artists and labels is to focus on our resources, on developing tools in areas where Spotify can uniquely benefit them, like Spotify for Artists, which is more than 300,000 creators to use to gain new insight to their audience, and our playlist submission tool, which more than 36,000 artists have used to get playlisted for the very first time since the launch a year ago. I was talking to a couple of guys on my Instagram page regarding this. Okay. Spotify, once again, for those of you who don't do research, and I'm not knocking you. I'm not knocking you. This is why we have the show. Spotify has a playlist option, and it's in the articles. It's available for you and me to observe and take a look at. And you have articles that are out here that are saying directly from Spotify's blog. Like I went off about this last week. I said, you have so many different scams that are out there, right? You have so many scams that are out there of people that claim that they can playlist you. They can put you on a playlist, right? So I said on my weekly, my daily rants, I said, you have Fiverr, right? You have these people on Fiverr that they offer you, you know, okay, for $5 I can get you 10,000 streams, or for $10 I can get you 1,000,000 streams. Like, they offer these things, and I say to myself, why on earth would you spend 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, $30 on marketing with people that you just don't, you're not seeing the big picture. Thank you, Yayo. I think I just got it. Um, it just makes no sense. So again, back to the article, 36,000 artists have used the playlist submission tool to get playlisted for the very first time. They have a lot more planned here in the coming months. So you guys stop wasting your money with these fake people. Just stop doing it. Just do your research. Come to the blog, come to the website. I will keep you guys up to date. This is what I do. Okay. So it says again, the direct upload function began last September, allowing independent artists to utilize the streaming site without distribution methods. Smaller artists will now need to return to sites like Bandcamp, SoundCloud, and others to upload their material. Okay. Um, so here's some of the comments that people have actually left on Twitter about it. They said, Sarah says, Spotify discontinuing their direct upload beta while removing any song uploaded through it shows again how Spotify does not give a single fuck about artists. They so if you uploaded your music with this direct upload feature, they're going to remove it as well. Okay. Sherry Hugh says, for me, the biggest takeaway from Spotify closing its direct upload beta is that the company isn't actually as globally influential as I thought with respect to convincing artists that uploading only to Spotify was anywhere near enough to sustain their careers and satisfy their fans. Look, I can't I can't stress enough. Um, I'm just not trusting. I'm just not trusting Spotify. I just my podcast is on Spotify, my music is on Spotify. You know, they pretty much are saying to themselves, why I posed earlier. I said, why can't I just upload it directly? Why do I need a middleman? Why do I need someone to intercept? I got you, genuine. Why do I need a company to intercept my shit? Like, why do y'all gotta get your hands on my cut before I do? I mean, that just makes no sense. But, I just can't stress enough that you guys have to start doing your research because, a lot of people are just not, as intelligent enough or just doesn't have the time to actually do the research. And then last but not least, Drew says Spotify sucks. Y'all are making artists go through third party sites to upload their music and pay on top of that as if third party sites aren't going to charge as well. So it's not a good look. Just not a good look. All right. So those were let me check it off because I'm starting to do that now in my songbook. So we talked about Little Nas X coming out of the closet. We talked about Taylor Swift, who doesn't own her masters. And now we are talking about Spotify and the articles that I put up on minxradio.com regarding Spotify telling artists to go F themselves and they must come out of pocket to use a third party feature or company to upload their music to the site. Okay, so I'm going to get into some more music. Um, can you guys hear me good over at Instagram? I was having issues with this shit last week. I think it was just coming up very blotchy, and I'm just hoping that I fixed the problem. If I didn't fix the problem, let me know. And if I'm hurting your ears, just let me know. Did I fix the problem? Okay, cool, awesome. Thank you guys. All right, so I'm gonna get into some music. Um, and we're gonna talk about. Oh, thank you, thank you, David. We're going to talk about the new changes that we're making around here because there's been a lot of things going on behind the scenes that I wanted to speak on as well. All right, so I'm going to get into my emails again. As much as I love, I love my Android because it's huge. Um, okay, yes. So I got you, Genuine. I got you, Anthony. I got you, Days. So many people have been sending me emails while I'm on the air, but that's cool. Um, okay. And again, I'm not playing people if they're not tuned in. Tuned in. I mean, that's just obviously very rude. Um, so if you're not tuned in and you just not, you know, you ain't gonna get that played. All right, so here we go. Genuine. Genuine is actually tuned in. Thank you so much. I do the due diligence. As long as you guys like and share, you know, we gonna get you on. All right, so here we go. This is Laid Back, and here we go.
Up north, bringing the fucking sauce.
Divisionary music.
Fucking
Tell that nigga I'ma lay back. Tell that nigga I'ma lay back. Catch a nigga smiling while I'm laying back. Hopefully by then I'll be stacking stacks. Tell that nigga I'ma lay back. Tell that nigga I'ma lay back. Catch a nigga smiling while I lay back. Hopefully by then I can stack and stacks. I pray to God now. I'm looking at everything. I want the wedding ring. I know she want the wedding ring. But first I gotta stay on my grind. So like drug dealers, I'll be on the grind with my drug dealers. Guarantee what I do, I'ma make sure that all my niggas gon' get it down too. If you niggas eat, how should I eat? If you don't swallow, how can you eat? Yeah, the realness is here. Guaranteed I'm right there. Y'all niggas coming there, yeah. I am Santa Claus, I'ma give you gifts. I am a toilet cause I am the shit. When it comes to it, I'ma get the pick. And see me and my wife's name, let's skyscraper. Tell that nigga I'ma lay back. Tell that nigga I'ma lay back. Catch a nigga smiling while I'm laying back. Hopefully by then I'll be stacking stacks. Tell that nigga I'ma lay back. Tell that nigga I'ma lay back. Catch a nigga smiling while I lay back. Hopefully by then I can stack and stack.
I'm laid back, I'm back, Jack, I'm jet lagged. When you are a bag, I swear all these motherfuckers tell me give me crack in my lifespan. But hey, I'm here, you're there, fair game, don't care. I'm God gifted, you're not gifted, just squad shifted, they were never there. Fuck you and your goofy hair, bounce bitch like you were in the air. Don't care, you switch up, you are a snitch. When I met you somewhere, you were a bitch. Don't make me switch. I'm back, I'm laid back anyway, any day, any say, Hennessy overseas. Feel the breeze on the trees, cause I'm laid back, motherfucker. Key to be successful, get laid back. Don't let these fucking critics stab you in the back. If you're sensitive, you need to lay back. Relax, get laid back. Yeah.
Tell that nigga I'ma lay back. Tell that nigga I'ma lay back. Catch a nigga smiling while I'm laying back. Hopefully by then I'll be stacking stacks. Tell that nigga I'ma lay back. Tell that nigga I'ma lay back. Catch a nigga smiling while I lay back. Hopefully by then I can stack and stack.
Yeah, so that was Laid Back by Genuine. But Now You Know Records. That's my peeps. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Again, it's a late show. You know, I wanted to get on, today. It was just what, I was pissed off because of these damn fireworks. And, people just don't have any courtesy in the Bronx. They just don't give a shit. They're just like, we gonna just let out some fireworks. Okay, so, all right, so I did want to talk about something that went on earlier in the week, and I'm getting your submissions now, guys, so you got to bear with me and make sure you put in your social media so I can give y'all a shout out. All right. Okay, so one of the things that went on during the week was, there was an artist that hit me up. And of course, I'm not going to put them on blast. Again, they've been very respectful because of the fact that I went off, and Minx goes off. And everybody knows me. They know I'm working on my my anger. No doubt, no doubt, Genuine. So, this guy messaged me during the week and he was asking me for an interview. Okay. And, I do interviews, but there's a lot of factors that happen with interviews. First of all, this guy came off as a total jerk. Okay. So this guy came off as a fucking jerk. Okay. He was, he sent me an email saying that he was interested in coming on the Minx show. Now, I don't have a problem with people coming on the Minx show. The problem that I have is that you have people that think that they deserve promotion and all this other crazy shit for free. Now, if you gonna hop on the Minx show, as you guys know, I do have the features that are available. But if you ain't tipping a bitch and you ain't sending me no donations and you're not sent, it just makes absolutely no sense that you think that I need to go out of my way to promote your interview. Okay. So the dude says to me, how much is this? How much is promotion? Nah, 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 nah. So I said $40, $40 is how much I charge to promote your shit. I think that that's a reasonable fee. Extreme Doll Unique says, hey, what do I do to get on? Get on as far as what, an interview? Or so I said to the dude, you have podcasts, people that call in and shit. I don't mind you calling in. I don't mind you. But, this is the thing that aggravates me. Okay. This guy says, well, you're not, Hot 97. You're not World Star. So I just have to really, take you guys down a trip to, the Minx Radio land. Because, the Minx Radio page is not created by anybody but moi. Okay. I created Minx Radio. Minx Radio was created because of artists that were complaining that they had no outlet to even, be able to talk about, their music and they just did not have a place to congregate and discuss shit. Okay. So let's talk about Minx Radio, and I want you guys to tell me if I'm being irrational here. Okay. So when you go to Minx Radio, okay, gorgeous. I changed it. I made it a little bit more brighter since it's summertime, etc., etc. Okay. As you see on mixradio.com right now, it looks like Inception, because I am live on my website. You go to www.mixradio.com. If you do not have Twitter, if you do not have Facebook, if you do not have Periscope, if you do not have YouTube, there is no excuse. You can watch Minx. You can watch the Minx show. Okay. Now, we have members here. We have members. Shout out to the members who actually signed up. Again, like I said, we have a blog that features all the articles that I discuss on the show, right? Now we talk about the podcast, right? So let me give you a perfect example, okay? We're going to talk about this Deuces Wilder mixtape, and this is with Splash Boys. Or should I call them Splash Boys? I'm not sure anymore. Brian, don't kill me. Don't kill me. So with B Fury and Bugatti Shice Red, they dropped a mixtape, okay? So if you are coming to my page, which we do get a lot of traffic here, okay? These people have invested with minxradio.com. So, of course, I'm going to do a full article. This is their mixtape cover, okay? This is the article that I wrote. I am embedding and typing in information for the artist to be able to share their content, okay? And once I'm done, once we all review the final video stages, because we're actually done, they're also going to get promo of their video, okay? Now, the other thing too, let's go back one. Artists that submit music videos to the podcast, it gets placed on the front page of my website that I'm heavily always promoting, okay? Now, we just uploaded new videos, but as you can see, there are views here, okay? And I have just did a total revamp and upload of all these videos. So, it's getting pulled directly from your YouTube page. So you're getting your streams. So don't even play with me. Also, there is a promotion tab that I have that is automatic. If you hit me up, let's love interview. Okay. Yes, you just have to go through the process of getting an interview with me, darling. Okay. All right. So, we definitely, the Spotify playlist is on here. I mean, this is not some shit that took an hour. You understand? So when you have artists that email me and tell me you're not the Breakfast Club, you're not Hot 97, you are not World Star Hip Hop, I'm glad I'm not those people, because those people, they don't give a fuck about you. I care about every client that I work for and work with. So notice how I said work for, because I definitely do. Extreme Doll Unique says I'm an up and coming gay rap. Get me your information, because I don't want to just throw you on in an interview. I definitely want you to send me the music. I want to check everything out. Shout out to at Extreme Doll Unique, is an up and coming gay rapper who is writing to me on the Instagram live that they're interested in having an interview. Okay, so that's that. Now, the next thing that I wanted to talk about, which is an article that's very important to me. There is this thing going on with The Little Mermaid. And I wanted to talk about this because it's something that's bothering me. I got into a big, no problem, just send me an email. Send me an email and we'll chop it up during the week and we'll figure it out. I do have a guest for next week, but I do need one more guest. Okay. All right. So I wanted to talk about this Little Mermaid nonsense, and I'm calling it nonsense because I'm not looking at it the same way as other people. Okay. Now, to be called a colorist again, I don't know what to say to that. I mean, I'm still pissed off by it. And this is from one of my followers on Twitter that, we've been chopping it up for a while. Like, we've been friends on Twitter for years. And the fact that I guess yesterday was the day, people was drinking and turning up. He just felt like attacking me because of what I said. A couple of things I said, actually. A couple of things I actually tweeted. But we're going to get with The Little Mermaid first. Now, a lot of people don't understand what the outrage is about The Little Mermaid and why, there is not my Ariel hashtag. I just wanted to say one thing and get it off my chest. I am not a colorist. I am not a colorist. I don't like being called, once again, fucking light-skinned. Okay? I'm still black. I'm still here. And I still have a voice, and I create my own lane, okay? So for a black person, once again this week, to come to me to say that I am a colorist, and because I'm light-skinned and I have green eyes, and first and foremost, this guy totally demolished me. Like, he totally demolished my feelings, because I'm with my family, I'm celebrating, having a good time, got a couple of, drinks in me, and I'm reading these tweets, and I'm like, dude, really? Right now, at this moment? First and foremost, what's your radio station called? It's called Minx Radio, because I'm Minx and they wouldn't give me a radio show, so I made a station. Anywho, you gotta create your own lanes, people. So you can go to minxradio.com, become a member, sign up. I don't see shit the same way that other people do. And that's not a flaw. That is not a character flaw. I am a person that looks at the big picture, okay? Now, when I was a kid, my first exposure to The Little Mermaid, it was not Disney, okay? Thank you, love. It was not Disney, okay? I was exposed by my grandmother. I was exposed to the real Little Mermaid, okay? Now, with the real Little Mermaid, okay, she didn't get with the prince. First of all, her name wasn't Ariel. It was like Serena or some shit, okay? She did not get with the prince in the end, okay? The prince didn't love her in the end and married the sea witch. And in turn, she committed suicide. I know the S word is not allowed around here. But she took her life. She became sea foam and was sent back to the sea. Okay. So all this hoopla singing under the sea bullshit, it just, I don't see it like you guys. So you guys are saying, okay, I'm mad, that people don't see the big picture here. Hey, Dad. My dad is tuned in on YouTube. And yes, I'm a daddy's girl. And Dad, you should call me later. He said Little Mermaid. Listen, I have to talk about this because this is it's a big thing, okay? I was called out of being a fucking colorist today, and I don't like it, okay? I fucking hate it. And I think people need to understand what the hell they're doing to people of color who are pigment lighter, okay? Now, first of all, I'm tired of you fake woke people who just are wiping the crust from your eyes. I'm tired of that, okay? You guys don't know shit. I'm not upset that a black woman is going to be, or black, a black girl, woman, whatever. Dad, look at my tweets. You'll see it. You'll see how this dude was going off. I think you liked a couple of clapbacks I did. Anywho, so if you want to be real and you want to be woke 110%. Because if you remember back in the day, Disney had a freaking bird doing the jive shit and eating watermelon, talking about, oh, so I was about to get some, just trying to make it sound like this is what black people sounded like. Okay, this is what Disney did. I think it was the Jungle Book or some shit like that. Then you have the Jungle Book when you had a monkey that sounded like, so if you want to talk about colorism, let's go there. Why does Sebastian, who is the freaking crab, okay, why is he a Jamaican or West Indian? Why did they making him sound like that? Why? And he's red. Y'all should have canceled Disney a long time ago. This is a marketing fucking ploy. This is the same shit that they did with Black Panther, and you guys are not seeing it, okay? I believe that they had a think tank, and they said, how can we get black dollars? How do we get black dollars? So what they do is they plant moles. Hey guys over at Instagram, they plant moles. And when they planted the mole, they said, we want to piss off black people. And we're going to get their money. And the only way we're going to do it is we got to get them really mad. And what they did was they created this whole trend of a white person. We don't know if these are real people. You can go online and steal pictures, but Ariel should be Ariel should be white. In the Disney, she was white. And then what happened? Now you have the blacklash. This is what it is. It's blacklash. They get you mad, and they're like, you know what? Disney finally gave us a voice. Disney finally gave y'all a voice. You don't have a voice. Disney doesn't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about me. They don't give a shit about these black kids. They don't. They care about your money. And if you don't see it that way and you want to call me all kinds of fucking coons and shit, that's cute. And that's the same thing with this Chris Brown shit that I was also called a colorist. The man has a preference. Okay? People have preferences. He said, only thing I didn't agree with, I don't think the word black and bitch should have been together. That's the only thing I have against Chris. Okay. Black and bitch don't belong. But he said, I like the black bitches with the good hair. Okay. Why do we give a fuck about what Chris Brown likes? Like, why do we care? You guys are so pissed that he beat up Rihanna's ass, and then you're looking for another reason to lash out at him. Okay, don't be a Chris Brown fan. If that's how you feel. If that is how you feel, don't fuck with Chris Brown. Don't play his fucking music. But you can't do this fake canceling shit. You gotta see it through. If I cancel someone, I don't listen to their fucking music ever again. Like Alicia Keys. Y'all know I don't listen to Alicia Keys anymore. Okay? As a woman that went through the homewrecker shit, I don't support that. I don't care about their blended family. I don't care that they're over at. I don't care. All right. You fucked up a family. You know you did. You married the dude. Now y'all are all cool. Okay. I don't support that lifestyle, so I'm not going to listen to Alicia Keys' music. I deleted all her shit from my libraries, and I'm no, I don't listen to her shit. I hear her, I turn the station. I get physically turned off by that. That's just me. I'm allowed to feel that way. But if you guys are gonna do this cancel culture shit, you guys got to see the whole thing through. I don't agree with canceling someone over some dumb shit like having a personal preference. You have dark-skinned guys that don't like dating dark-skinned women. That's their preference. That doesn't mean that they're racist. It's their preference. Just like you have white women that like to date black men. That is their preference. So why does his preference matter when you have people getting shot by cops? You have people being denied justice by the law. That shit is not important. But who Chris Brown chooses to wake up to every fucking day is a problem. This is the fake woke shit. I am not with the fake woke shit. I don't do it. So either you're going to be 100% woke or you're going to be 100% asleep. You can't be half asleep. You can't. So let's just not do that. So to be called a colorist again the second week of this, because I know last week I went off about it and I was pissed off. You guys can say whatever the fuck it is that you want. I'm going to just come out and say it. Okay? Fake outrage, that's all they reaching. Thank you, Smooth. This is what I'm saying. All of this shit is a distraction. If you are really woke, I will tell you this right now. All of this entertainment shit, it just doesn't matter from what the big picture is. Thank you, Smooth Producer. I'm saying this to tell you guys, there is a lot of stuff going on in the background that is more important than this entertainment shit. Y'all care more about these damn celebrities than you do your neighbor or somebody else that is suffering and going through shit. Okay? So, what the hell is Chris Brown going to do for you? Chris Brown ain't thinking about you. He don't even know I'm live talking about him. That's how much he gives a fuck. Like, he doesn't care. So why do you care? A lot of things that aren't being brought to light. They're not. These are all distractions. They put these headlines in. They get everybody outraged. If you look at a big article, we're going to practice this, guys, because Minx is woke, okay? If you look at a big story that's being blown out of proportion, look at the little stories of things that are going on because no one is paying attention. They got some serious shit going on behind our backs, but it's not even behind our backs. It's right there. It's right there. Just like a lot of artists didn't know that they did not have to pay for a promotion or be playlisted on Spotify, and Spotify is playlisting artists, and it was right there. That's why when there was a lot of DMs that I got from artists that said, can you give me the skinny? I'll pay you. Why would I charge you for information that is public? I'm not like these other guys. I'm not interested in that. I'm an artist just like you. I did the research. You probably didn't. But then if I didn't do the research, there would be no podcast. I'm getting paid by the stream, and I don't give a fuck. Okay? So we gonna end it on that note. But what I will say is that I'm going to take a stand for myself because I don't give a fuck if you listen to this podcast or you don't. Okay? I'm still going to get the plays and the streams and whatever. Okay? I'm just going to say one thing. My name is Minx. I am a black woman. I am proud to be black. It don't matter what country, continent, I am black. I have never in my life been picked on by another light-skinned person. I have never been picked on by a white person. I was always ridiculed and teased by dark-skinned women and dark-skinned children. I still love y'all, But you guys need to stop with the bullshit, okay? A lot of us people, we did not ask to be in the skin that we are in. We are who we are. I don't discriminate. I don't say that there is no colorism. I don't say that there, but don't come at me in my mentions on Twitter, on Instagram. I don't want to see any more notifications of you're light skinned, so you don't get it. I do get it. My grandfather, the one I keep talking about, I love him to death. He was called the N-word repeatedly and had to go through that. And I had to hear about it. I have been called the N-word, okay? So don't come to me about this colorism bullshit. It's ridiculous. It's dumb. We are black, and there are a lot of people that do see our cause who are not black, and they stand with us in solidarity, okay? This bullshit, fake woke shit is just obviously not getting us anywhere. We are dividing ourselves even more to fit the narrative, okay? So I don't give a fuck what you say. I am proud and I love me. I love me. Can you say that? I don't think you can, because you need a hashtag for that. I can say that I love me and that I am comfortable in my skin. Can you say that? I don't think so. You need a fucking thread of people to agree with you. I don't. And I don't need the bullshit. If you are following me and you are about this colorism bullshit and you are about this racism bullshit within the black community and you are an extreme fucking hotep, do not speak to me. I don't delete and block people. I let them weed them own selves out. I just don't do it. I look and I see, oh, they blocked me. Okay, goodbye for life. I don't beg. I don't do take backs. Okay, so I just had to get that one off. It was very important because I said to myself, this is still happening. And it's like I would rather a white person call me the N-word than a black person tell me that I am not black enough to discuss black issues. I would really rather it that way. Because if you that's worse than calling a white person calling me the N-word. My own people are telling me that I am not black enough to discuss issues. You can pleasantly go fuck yourself. But I'm going to speak on whatever the hell I want to speak on. And if you don't agree with me, tough cojones. Smooth says, what the hell is not black enough? I could tell you what's not black enough. I could tell you what this dude said to me, who I thought was my friend. I thought he was my friend. So now I got to watch my back because I'm like, you mofos. Some of y'all mofos be starting shit with me because you know I have a podcast and you think I'm going to name drop your ass so you can get some followers and shit. That's not happening. I'm just going to talk about the situation. If you happen to go through my mentions or look to see my exchanges that I have on Twitter, because I'm a Twitter head, you can do that. But I'm not giving none of these motherfuckers a satisfaction to go argue with me over some dumb shit. Okay? You know, I think one of the other arguments that this guy wanted to, and I'm going to finish on this part before I play another song. He was pissed off. He was pissed off because of the article of that grandmother that was placed into a nursing home. And I know you guys saw it. And I became extremely irritated. And this is not to knock anybody, because I know everybody's financial situations are not like mine and my family's. But the way that we were raised, we are Caribbean, okay? Okay, so Rise in Love, at Rise in Love, says, I can relate 110%. I'm mixed and I have only been bullied by my own for not being Latin enough, even just because I have a light complexion. And you know what? I'm sorry that you had to go through that. I really am sorry that you had to go through that. Because it's heartbreaking. It's a really, you don't know who you are. You don't know who you are. And, you know, I've seen, like I said, I've seen some beautiful, gorgeous, you know, I had a roommate. She was very, very sun-kissed. Very, very gorgeous. You know, I was really considering unturning. But she just had a really nice frame. Her skin was just so beautifully, like ebony, gorgeous. And I did not feel like, she didn't make me feel like, oh, this is a light skinned bitch, she can't roll with me. No, she didn't make me feel like that. And I always, for years, I had this fear of being around darker skinned women, because I think that they're always looking at me like, this bitch thinks that she's better than me. No, I don't. I don't. This is why I don't have girlfriends. Okay. I don't have girlfriends for this reason. I have a few, don't get me wrong. But, my girlfriends were all sprinkled. I'm black, I have a Latina friend, I have another friend that's Italian, it's just really sprinkled. I'm not selective in you must be this pigment. I'm not that type of a person. So Rise in Love, she knows what I'm talking about. It's a real effed up feeling, it really is. Okay, so the last thing this guy had said to me was about the article with the grandmother, etc., etc. So again, I'm Caribbean, and a lot of people in other countries, they do not look at their grandparent who is elderly as an inconvenience. You're family. You're family. We are supposed to take care of you because you took care of our family. You birthed us. Okay? I'm not knocking anybody that puts their loved one into a nursing home, but it would never be fucking me. I'm sorry. It just wouldn't be me. And I was outraged at this article, and I said, you know what? The family should be locked up. And he said, he just was going off, big, oh, everybody, what do you expect, a pat on the back? No, I don't expect a pat on the back. I expect people to understand. That these nursing homes are filled with thieves and people who are ill-intentioned. They befriend, because you put your loved one into a nursing home. How often do you check on them? You don't. You only see when shit happens when you visit. Okay? I'm not like that. It would be a cold day in fucking hell if I was to put my loved one in a nursing home. Because your ass did not go to no daycare. Okay, you were with your grandparents. And although my heart does bleed, and I feel terrible about what happened to this woman, it should never happen to anybody. Why are we throwing our people that birthed us? Why are we throwing them into nursing homes? Why? Why are you sending strangers to babysit? That is your job. That is your family. And I say it all the time. Your loved one is not a fucking inconvenience. They are elderly. They're elderly. They cannot defend themselves. They don't know what's going on. They need their family. Okay. Rise in Love says they deserve to be waited on hand and foot, and they cater to us for years. Yes. If it's a financial thing, do you know that there are fucking grants for people that have to be out of work? There are services that are available because there are people, oh, I gotta work. Okay, and your family. I just don't get it. It's not, you got people licking ice cream and running away. Okay. You're really gonna trust in the world that we live in, you really going to trust someone to babysit, because that's what it is, to babysit your loved one? No. I don't trust nobody. I go to the doctor's appointments. I make sure that I want to be in the know of everything, so that when that last day happens and your elderly person that's in your family, your relative, your grandparents, whatever, they take their last breath, you will not be sitting there saying, I should have done more. Because that is a heavy burden to carry for the rest of your life. If you wouldn't trust someone to babysit your child, it should be the same with the elderly. Yes, there's elder abuse. The elderly are, what is the difference between an elderly person and an infant? There really is nothing. Like my mother always says to me, the life cycle starts off as a baby. You become a child, you become a teen, you become a young adult, then you become middle-aged, and then it goes backwards. You go back to being an infant because you have to be fed, you have to be changed, you have to be watched so you don't hurt yourself. You lose your ability to walk. You lose your ability to hold in, your bodily functions. So it's the life cycle that goes around. Okay. So since you guys are talking about these Disney fucking movies, if you remember what Mufasa said to Simba, it's a circle of life. I ain't putting my loved one, and you guys can call me all kinds of pat on your back bullshit. I'm not putting my loved one in a nursing home. You only do that to the people that fuck with you in life. That's the punishment. He says, we lit blunts past and I can't hear the music's too loud. Man, you need to lay off of the blunts. Get off the blunty blunts. But to my dear friend, if you do happen to look at this podcast, I don't say this very often, but you hurt my feelings. You made me get into my feelings. She said, that's what my abuela says too. Mm-hmm. You hurt my feelings. And, a random person can't hurt my feelings. This was, I thought, was a Twitter friend. So now I'm going to just talk shit about you and make money off of the exchange that we had because I'm going to get paid from these streams. So you can kiss my ass. But I still love you. You're still my peeps. But come on. The light skin shit was a little bit too far. The colorism shit was a little bit too far. And saying that I was heartless because of my thoughts about placing my own family member into a freaking daycare. Excuse me, a fucking elderly home. It's not a pat in the back. Other cultures do not believe in that shit. And this is the thing that people need to understand. We are all from different cultures. You cannot tell someone who was raised a certain way that their way of thinking is not right. It's just, no. You were not raised right. How about that? You weren't raised right. So we're going to get into this track submission. Who is this? Who is this? Somebody out there is listening to my podcast. You heard that? Okay, so here we go. I think this is Yayo. I think this is this. Yes. Oh shit, I was totally sleeping on my other feed. My dad said facts. Real Lyric says, remember what goes around comes around. You absolutely effing right. What goes around comes around. Don't treat your elderly like they are inconvenience because they busted their ass to take care of you. Alrighty? So we're going to get this. This is Yayo Demano featuring Yaga. Radio edit. Ooh, y'all really respecting the bitch tonight. Y'all sending me some radio edits. And here we go.
Swoosh. Swoosh. Yayo pills. Swoosh. Bruce Lee with the ball. Manda my blue, manda my blue, manda my blue. Manda my blue, manda my blue, manda my blue, manda my blue, manda my blue rocks. Manda my blue, no mano, manda my blue, manda my blue. Back to them days, back to them days. Stack to them pips, stack to them pips. The cash man never late. Enemies them on the rates. See my collect ways, back in the day. Tequila no chase, tequila no chase. We up in the place. Mad malakava me face. Man a bad man me craze. Man a great. Never lose grace. Chasing the dollar for days. Man a great food on a plate. Fish on a herb. Man a swerve Giovanni. Eating a curb. Yeah, yo, sipping a me a play yo. Me a come first, never second or third. Manda my blue, manda my nose, manda my blue, manda my blue, manda my blue rocks. Manda my no, no my no, manda my no. Man, them a know. Back to them days, so back to them days. Stack to them papes, so stack to them papes. The cash, man, never late. Enemies, them on the race. Immaculate ways, back in the gauge. You know that we back in the gauge, so
Never give a f, never will, that's it, period, mother. Oh, telling them pipe down, everybody become a plumber. Serve with us right now, cold on the flight now. Like yo, we gon' bite down, got the beam like a lighthouse. Give it a time to hold, I'm ready to go, never friendly with home. Got my mind on my business, but if it's I'm boy, I'm with the big nose. Cold hearted mother, you can bet that I keep my wrist froze. Hell yeah, I'm old school, but hell nah, I ain't rockin' big clothes.
man, them a know, man, them a know, so man, them a blow, man, them a blow, man, them a blow. Man, them a know, them a know, man, them a know, them a know. Back to them days, so back to them days. Stack to them papes, so stack to them papes. The cash, man, never late. Enemies, them on the race. Immaculate ways, back in the gauge. You know that we back in the gauge, so.
Okay. I have a couple of things to say about the track. First of all, I thought it was amazing. I loved the arrangement of it. I think it needs a better mix though. The vocals, well, first of all, the voice tags that producers do, like y'all, first of all, you producers be going like crazy. That's almost like buying a shirt and you're tagging like 50 different tags on the shit. But it's a good track overall. I think it needs a better mix because I can hear the difference in the verse that came in after that from the it just didn't sound smooth. You know, it needs to be a little bit EQ'd differently. If I had a shot at the mix, I would definitely mix it differently. I would definitely have your vocals stand out a little bit more because you sound very like a little muffled. But overall, it's a good track. If you do need a mix, definitely hit me up because I got my own mixing services for artists. I do have that available. So keep up the good work. Definitely keep working at it. I would definitely say that needs a better mix. And try to see if you can secure the beat without all the tags on it because it definitely takes away from the overall experience with the song. You know, because I just the gunshots and shit was really throwing me off, you know, and I don't want people to hear your track and you're, you know, trying to push it and to the right people. And I don't want them to come to you to say no, you know, so definitely keep working at it or send me something else that, you know, whatever. So yes, mixing, Rise and Love says mixing is a pain in the ass. It is mixing is a pain in the ass. I get ear lag all the time because of mixing. But yes, my mixing services team, you know, we definitely have good turnaround. We definitely work hard with making sure that your shit comes out to your liking, but something that is obviously also industry standard. Okay, so definitely keep working on it. I was definitely feeling it. The beat is dope. Just try to secure it the right way. So this way you don't get accused of being one of those artists that just take beats, you know. Even if you're leasing it, they're really not supposed to put a lot of tags on it like that either way. But definitely keep up the good work. I definitely appreciate the submission. Yes, Joseph, I got your message. The next show is next Friday at 10 o'clock. I have a real special guest that's coming in. Not coming in, but calling in via Skype. All right, so that's that. And the last thing I want to talk about is something that I've been meaning to talk about, but I keep getting delayed in doing that. So I have an artist that got scammed on Instagram, and I want to talk about it so you guys could understand what the hell is happening. All right. Now, I am a female producer. I am a female producer. I am a proud female producer. I don't put it in there a lot, but I am. I have an artist of mine that got scammed a couple of weeks ago, and I was very, very upset. And, I don't want to make any females that are graphic designers feel a certain way, but I'm just going to come out with it because I don't give a shit about your feelings. I care about the artists that work hard and want to do business. And, you got the losers that mess it up for everybody. Okay. So here's what happened. My artist wanted to purchase, he actually came to me first and thought, can you check this out and see if this is legitimate, etc., etc. So what happened was, and I am name dropping in this one, so just hold your horses. So my artist comes to me and says, Minx, I want to do a music video, but I want it to be animated. I wanted to do something different. So I found a graphic designer on Instagram. I checked out her work, and I was very, surprised that, she has great work. And I said, okay, well, before you talk to her, he said, well, I already did. I said, okay, well, let me talk to her, woman to woman. You know what I mean? Woman to woman. It's a different thing. So I talked to her woman to woman via the DMs. I would have preferred it to be on the phone or, a professional setting because I'm a very professional woman. So what happened was, I said, my artist is interested in working with you and wants to have a animated music video. And I see your work on your page and I'm, shout out, woman, girl power, woman power type shit. So she writes back to me, yes, we got to stick together, etc., blah, 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 blah. Right now, my artist, who did the right thing, he did not pay the full amount up front. He requested if it was possible to leave a deposit. See, this is the thing I always tell people. A refundable deposit I can deal with. But if you're telling me that you want all your money up front and then there's no communication after that, you can kiss my light ass, since we're going to talk about colorism. So here's what happened. He left a $50 deposit. Sent it to her, $50. We ain't heard back since. Now here's my gripe. I really believe that these people are overseas. These are overseas people who steal pictures of models and put them in their profile picture. And they're all females. These are all female graphic artists, right? So this bitch, because now I was respectful in the beginning, but now I'm going to be a jerk. Her name is, I'm going to show you her profile because it's not a her. I don't believe it's a her. Okay. But we're going to get personal. All right. So the Instagram page that I'm talking about is this bitch that goes by the name of Jennifer Tunes, at Jennifer Tunes. Jennifer Tunes. Okay. Now don't get me wrong. This is probably her third or fourth page because she had a lot more pictures than these. So at Jennifer Tunes with an S. Okay. Beautiful photos. But this is my problem. My problem is that you are using images from models to make yourself look like you are a homely girl that sits home at night, and instead of turning up and twerking, you're working. You're doing your graphics. You're making your money. Bullshit. And it aggravates me that you're using women this way. And it has to be an overseas person because they keep saying, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I got you, sir. Sir. This isn't, the pleasure room. I don't have to call you fucking sir. And you don't have to call me sir. This is not how we do business. And unfortunately, for the real females and the real women who are graphic designers, I don't trust none of you bitches now. It only takes one time. Some of you women are, you guys need to check to see if your images are being used, because this, when I had posted up and I was going off on my Instagram page about it, somebody wrote in the comments and said, oh, that's is this model. That ain't that. This is a model that looks like, etc., etc. And I look and I'm saying to myself, we can't trust graphic designers on Instagram, guys. You can't. They're stealing pictures. They're taking other people's graphic art that has been done for mixtapes and albums and you know, company shit. They're putting it on the page. They're buying followers. They're applying the followers to that page, so it makes it seem like they poppin', and they're stealing money. Now, I can easily go ahead and, you know, reverse the payment and all that shit. That's great, good and dandy. It's been done. But it's the timing that I could have used that money towards some other thing. And it's not like, and this is the thing I get mad when people say it's only $50. It ain't that I ain't got it. It's not that I ain't got it. It's the fact that I want to give it to someone that is hardworking and deserves it. So, I have to give this bitch, because I bet you it's a dude. I bet you it's a dude. But this bitch is getting the These Hands Award. It's the These Hands Award. You are getting hashtag These Hands because you are taking advantage of artists and you're wasting their time when they could be investing it with someone else, and they trusted you. They trusted you with their project. They trusted you with their money, and you gave us an okie doke. I hope that $50 that you put in your tank of gas is water. Wrap around the pole, bitch. Yes, I said it. Hashtag that. You don't do that to people. You just don't prey on people that have visions, and you don't prey on people that are just trying to get their projects completed in a certain amount of time, and you're fucking leading them on. It's not right. Real Lyric says, oh shit, I blocked that bitch from Instagram. Yes, because they are preying on people. They are preying on artists. And you artists, I'm letting you know because we got scammed. You know, we got scammed as a team. But it's all good. I'm glad it happened because now I'm fucking with your pockets since you fucked with mine. That's how we get down on the Minx Show. We gave you your 15 seconds of fame. Thank you. I got 56 seconds remaining on Instagram. If I get kicked off, I'll come back. They only allow you like an hour, I think. So we're going to get the last song on for this evening. To those of you who are just tuning in, please, you got to send me your information, submissions at minxradio.com. Send me your songs, send me your music videos, send me all of that. We'll work out a great thing. Thank you, Lick Loud. He says, you're so smart and knowledgeable about the music. I try. I just read a lot. I don't have a life. I just like to read and research and make my music. Okay, so we're going to get the last song on, Give Me One Night, featuring King Solo. We're going to get that on by Real Lyrics, who has been a top contributor to the Minx Radio family. Again, I'm going to come back on the Instagram. When I come back on, just follow me. When I come back on, just make sure you follow me. Follow me. Okay. So we're going to get Give Me One Night. Sorry, Instagram is crazy. So we're going to go back up. We're back up on Instagram. Great. All right. So we're going to play this by Real Lyrics. Thank you, Real Lyrics. Again, like I said, Real Lyrics has been a top contributor to Minx Radio since Minx Radio first started. And, you know, it's what we do around here. Loyalty. I should make like loyalty points or something, you know. Oh, well, you do this and you play. You've been on the Minx Show for so long, and what we're going to do is we're going to give you, you know, free plays. I do free plays, but we're going to talk about that another time, but we're going to get this on. Give Me One Night. Here we go. Give Me One Night. This is Real Lyrics featuring King Solo.
Just give me one night. That's fine. Just give me one night. That's fine. We be dancing, dancing all night, drinking, drinking all day. We get nice, we go home, we be smashing, smashing all night. Just give me one night, that's right. We be dancing, dancing, that's right. Drinking, drinking, okay. We get nice, we go home, we be smashing, smashing all night. Just give me one night. I can see it in your eye. You don't want me to leave tonight. You wanna keep this sexy rhythm going all night. I got you riding this horse and like a cowgirl. Keep that booty going up and down like an elevator. I got you holler. I like you so a scary movie. You leaving hickeys on my neck, leaving your bed sheets wet, running icing on my chest. The sex is good. You nothing but a fling fling. I stay shining like my ring ring. I asked the mirror on the wall, who the fly the center of the wall. It said you all just see the bastard. Heading back to the club, speeding on the highway, back another sweet thing. Gotta get that feeling, sipping on that gin. I'm fresh like I'm in your bar, somebody about to get plugged. I'm heading back to the truck. I'm so freaky, I'm so freaky, I'm so freaky. Just give me one night, that's right. Just give me one night, that's right. We be dancing, dancing all night, drinking, drinking all day. We get nice, we go home, we be smashing, smashing all night. Just give me one night, that's right. We be dancing, dancing, that's right. Drinking, drinking, okay. We get nice, we go home, we be smashing, smashing all night. Just give me one night.
Let's venture off. Take most of the clothes off. For the waves by the beach, some beer with a little salt top, couple shots, no chaser. But I chase her, she want me to. Make you laugh, ain't your friend too. Take a ride to Real House, sit back till the mood hit. Then we surfing up in those waves. Got nuts like payday. Every day we get paid. Money ain't no thing. We live good days and the nights get later. Paper make you feel greater. I come from a land of the gators. One night with you makes me your favorite flavor. We appreciate the two of you and the things that you do. But we some players trading off, keeping the stats for the car. Real, send them off. I'll go order the car. Put they ass out, lock the door, pass out, wake up and head out. Hey bro, where we off to tonight? I'll drive. Let's hit the liquor store. Huh.
Just give me one night, that's right. Just give me one night, that's right. We be dancing, dancing all night, drinking, drinking all day. We get nice, we go home, we be smashing, smashing all night. Just give me one night, that's right. We be dancing, dancing, that's right. Drinking, drinking, okay. We get nice, we go home, we be smashing, smashing all night. Just give me one night.
So shout out to Real Lyrics and King Solo for that submission. I see a lot of people out of nowhere. I guess you guys are getting home from the club and you guys saw that Minx was online. Listen, guys. David. He's on retirement now. But you guys can always get at him. He's doing consultations, for a good price. A lot of artists do not have they just don't have the right people in their corner to tell them, what they're doing wrong as an artist. And, they need guidance. And there are people here that log onto the show of people that have been in the industry for such a long time that they know the ins and outs. So you can't get mad when you have someone that is knowledgeable like David, who is with Flow Empire. You can't get mad at people because they gotta make their papes. We are here to help you, and some of us have to pay for equipment and rent and things like that, and we break bread, we both eat. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to that. Shout out to David, he's always tuning in, So yes, this podcast is going to be for next week. I'm going to have a guest on who's going to be my exclusive. I'm excited for that. I do have one more slot available for an interview for my new Music Friday segment. So you guys got to get at me, submissions at minxradio.com for that. Also, all my interviews for now, all my interviews are via Skype. Okay. No doubt, David, you know the love is here too. So all my interviews are conducted through Skype. And I wanted to get down to the bottom of, like we were talking about with the guy that was crying over $40. Okay. When you do an interview, I saw that, David. When you do an interview with a website or let's say a show, a podcast or whatever, okay, $40, right? What does that get you? What does $40 get you? I'll tell you. I'm putting up my prices tomorrow morning because I've been laying and tossing and turning for a couple of days and saying, "Oh my God, I don't want to hit them over the head, but we're trying to do a lot of new things, and it requires money." And I've invested so much money into this podcast. Again, we are on 17 different platforms, including Spotify, including iHeartRadio. We are on Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, so many. And not only that, we are on visual platforms as well. So people that are on Instagram, you guys don't see what you guys see on the screen, on my screen, or what other people are seeing, but Facebook, Instagram, Minx Radio, Live Me, Periscope, Twitch, YouTube. Like, I put this podcast everywhere. Visual and audio. And not only that, you're getting an article done. Okay. You're getting an article done. You're getting your interview. You're getting your snippets. You're getting it placed on so many different platforms. And you got people crying over $40. It's understandable. But don't rap about music. Don't rap about songs about having money then, if you don't got it like that. But that's what the interview price is. It was going to be $50, and then I thought about it and I said, you know what? $40. So $40 will get you an interview, 30 minutes, talk to me, talk to the viewers, and then heavily promoted Instagram. I have my personal Instagram, I have the website's Instagram. You're going to get the whole shebang. So if you're going to cry over $40 and you want an interview, unless you express some extreme hardship and why you need to push your agenda, and we could work out something. We probably can work out something. But I am very firm, ladies and gentlemen. I have to be firm. $40, you're good. Rotations, starting next week, we're going to have a 24-hour broadcast of music played by artists that are sent to me. You better believe that you're going to have to pay a little something for weekly rotation. But we'll talk about that in the coming weeks. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. 1 hour and 30 minutes we have been on, because there was a lot to cover. And if anyone has anything they wanted to talk to me about, whatever the case may be, I do have a phone number. You guys can call me, you guys can text me, you guys, this is a real deal. 24 hours we're going to have broadcasts, we're going to have music video countdowns. I'm bringing back 106 in Park through the web. Okay, we're making this happen. All right, we are definitely moving in to the spot. You want to come and sit down and have some couch time and talk to Minxie Minx, you could do that. But we're making this happen. We're making this happen, and I'm doing it for you guys because I'm done chasing a dream. I'm just making my music and enjoying myself and having a good time. So I do have beats for sale if you're an R&B artist. I got an R&B special going on, but you must be tuned in to my private Periscope because I'm not putting my beats online, and I'm going to tell you guys why next week. So again, I thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate you guys. Everyone that's asking me about getting their songs played, I got you next week. Or unless you want rotation, we could talk about that. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate you. This is The Minx Show, live. And that's what we doing. That's exactly what we doing. So again, I'm off the air, but I'm telling you guys right now, I've embarked on a new journey. Minx Radio is going to the top, and I aim to be the person that's going to be able to play your music videos and do what I need to do to get the radio station legit. Okay, so Real Lyrics, thank you so much. Yayo, Genuine, Brown Skin Quinn, I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me for so long. Add me on Snapchat, New York Minx. Let's get it. Thank you so much and enjoy your evening. I'm logging off of Instagram and I am logging out of these platforms.